And that's before we talk about the robbing of British people of their culture, the robbing of our young people of opportunity. You know, Boris Johnson was in the last week wrote an op-ed lambasting our younger generation for being wet, for being wimps. Now, look, there are many challenges that ail our young generation, and of course they're not perfect. But no older generation in this country had to compete with so much cheap, unskilled foreign labour coming into this country. So I personally thought Boris Johnson having the gall to write such a thing was a bit rich. But look, ultimately, what this comes down to is prioritising British people for British jobs, ensuring that our welfare system is for UK citizens and UK citizens only, and ensuring that that Boris wave of enormous numbers, millions, in fact 3.8 million, is what you would consider to be in the Boris wave. The 800,000 of that one might estimate would get ILR. I want to emphasise this point too, actually. This is a really important point to note. That makes assumptions about the take-up of ILR that are based on historic data. That historic data was when EU nationals were the majority of the incoming net legal migration cohorts. This is flipped completely on its head. So even that would suggest that the assumption of 234 billion is way too low. Because I put it to you, no matter what your political persuasion, try to be objective about answering this question. Do you think French people and Swedish people and Finns are more or less likely to apply for ILR and ultimately citizenship in this country than people from India, Afghanistan, or Pakistan? I think we all know the answer to that question. So I want to emphasize again, the magnitude of this looming fiscal disaster is huge. Reform will solve the problem. Thank you very much, and we'll take questions.